So Amin makes a third round versus Rum Nitty, talking about and defending smack, URL, and etc. Something about this, though, tells me that Amin doesn't quite necessarily understand what the issue is. Ace is a smart guy, so I'm pretty sure he might understand, but for some reason decides to take the approach of defending URL as opposed to understanding where a lot of these guys that are turning on URL are coming from. So Amin, let me holler at you for a moment and let's talk about it. All right. So, Ace, let me just say, great job up there versus Rum Nitty. I thought that you were going to get completely smoked, but you just lost. That's it. Amin did a great job up there. But there's one thing specifically that I need to talk about, need to address. Because I feel like Amin is too smart of an individual to come at this topic from this perspective. The topic I'm talking about is URL. Battlers, relationships, and things going on over at URL. Amin's third round pretty much questioning battlers' loyalty to the URL and etc., defending URL in that sense. Amin, though, I think that there's a very big point when it comes to this topic that you might not understand, and it's not even your fault. Ace, it's not your fault that you don't 100% understand where some of these guys like Easy the Block Captain come from when they decide to defer from URL and they decide to take their career into their own hands. There's something that I think you're missing, bro. Amin, you can come from the perspective that you're talking about. You know why? Because you have yet to experience your value going from 0 to 100. Amin, and this is no shot, no disrespect, trust me. But Amin, the reason that I don't think you fully understand the perspective of an Easy the Block Captain and etc. is because you yourself have not experienced what it is like to go, your value, your worth, to go from 0 to 100. Only people whose value has gone from 0 to 100 understand what it is that battlers are doing when they deflect or defer from somebody like the URL. Only those types of battlers, only the battlers that are worth and are valued highly are the only people that are going to understand, because they've experienced it. When you experience something, you learn it, bro. Let me be more specific and more clear about what I'm trying to say here. I'm going to try to paint this picture very clearly for you guys so that we understand what I'm saying. Let's take Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, when he started playing basketball, tried out for his high school basketball team, bro. Didn't make it the first time. He didn't make it. Right? Michael Jordan's value at that point was at 0. Michael Jordan, right, does what he has to do, works, makes it to the NBA. He keeps working, right? Continues to make a name for himself, continues to build and increase his value. Now, Michael Jordan is the top player in the world, bro. Most renowned, most respected. People think he's the GOAT. The man has a shoe line that's going to live forever and blase, blase, blah. That's somebody's value going from 0 to 100. Right? Right? Follow what I'm saying here. Do you think that Michael Jordan's value, or what he should be paid and or compensated for what he does, which is playing basketball, do you think that it should remain the same as when he was starting out in basketball? Do you think that his value or what he should be paid should remain the same from when he started to where he is now? Do you think that what he gets paid should be the same from when he was just starting out, making it into the NBA, to where he is now, being Michael Jordan, who we know Michael Jordan to be? Do you think that compensation for somebody like that should remain the same or should remain stagnant? Or, Amin, do you think that because Michael Jordan has done what he's done, has built himself to be who he is, has done what or do you think that he should be compensated more and or equally? Or there should even be room for negotiation with his business partners about his value or what he should be compensated? Let's take Floyd Mayweather. When Floyd Mayweather started fighting and started boxing, he is not nearly the same person that he became for TMT, undefeated, world-renowned boxer. Do you think that somebody like Mayweather, right, when he gets compensated for what he does, do you think it should remain the same from when he was initially starting, right, or around that base? You think it should remain the same after he becomes Floyd Mayweather, best fighter in the world, undefeated, world-renowned champion, blase? But do you think that the value and what these guys are supposed to be compensated should remain the same as when they started in the game? Is that what we think? Newsflash, Amin. And this is one thing that I don't think Amin is understanding, only because Amin is not an individual whose value has gone from 0 to 100. So Amin doesn't necessarily understand that if you're an Easy the Block captain, now let's be really specific. If you're an Easy the Block captain and you signed a URL, let's say, and these are just hypothetical numbers, I'm just making a point here. Let's say Easy starts out getting $200 to $300 a battle, right? Because he's just starting up, right? Blah, 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 200, 300, right? Right? Easy does what he does, performs his heart out, wins, becomes undefeated, blase, blase, blah. Now people start to recognize and know who Easy is because of what he's doing and the work he's putting in. So now when Easy's name is on a card, right, the value of the card increases now, because more people are now aware. So now, right, let's say Easy was bringing in to the URL $500 when he started out. Let's say he was bringing in around $500 to $1,000 when he was coming in, simply by people wanting to see him and blase blah. Let's say that was the case. Now Easy goes, he battles this person, battles that person, becomes undefeated, does all this promotion, becomes known outside of battle rap, does this, does that. Increases the value. Now the amount that Easy brings to URL when he's on a card goes from from 500, between 500 to 1,000, goes to 10,000, 10 to 15,000, because of all the work and everything that Easy's done, right? More people are now seeing Easy, more people want to see Easy, more people are paying to see him, blase blah. So his value just jumped. Let's just say this is a hypothetical situation. I want to be very specific so people can understand what I'm saying here. So now, instead of Easy bringing in $500 to $1,000 to the URL on any card he's on, because that's his normal fan base, now 2 years later, he builds his name up to the point where now he's bringing in 10 to 15,000 a card for the URL. Let's just say, these are real things that actually happen behind the scenes. When you're a battle rapper whose value goes from 0 to 100, these are things that happen, but the business of URL does not want you to know. They don't want to have to pay more. Do you think that Easy does not have the right to demand more, since he's bringing in $14,000 more than he was when he initially came into the URL? Do we not think that the value of a battle rapper is what determines what this battle rapper should be compensated, should be paid, etc., etc.? According to Amin, it seems as if though he feels like it doesn't matter how big you become. It doesn't matter how much of a value or of an asset you become to the URL. You should always remain loyal to the URL because they were the ones that brought you in and initiated and helped you get to that platform. That's what it seems like Amin is trying to say and or is thinking. The thing is, Amin, is that URL is able to have you guys sign contracts. They're able to pretty much trap you into signing contracts because they have the leverage, right? Listen to what I'm about to say. Because they have the leverage. So because URL usually has the leverage over battle rappers, they're able to offer these battle rappers certain situations that are not beneficial to the battle rapper, that doesn't have the battle rapper's best interest at heart. That's what the business does. It's dirty. It's not smack. It's the business. So if a battle rapper in turn holds the leverage, not URL now, URL usually has the leverage, which is why they're able to get battle rappers to sign these contracts. Now, when the battle rapper has the leverage, do we not think that the battle rapper now should have the same exact right as the business to negotiate, bro? To use that leverage to their benefit? You're talking about loyalty. You do understand, Amin, that the business is not loyal to anybody, bro. Do we understand this? And this is what tells me, Amin, you understand because you're a smart guy, I know, but you said it yourself. You picked a side. You picked the side of the URL. So what you're going to say is going to be pushing this narrative, and it's going to be steered towards making URL look good. Basically, pretty much compromised. You let us know you picked a side, bro. But do we not think that if the battle rapper has leverage, he shouldn't have the same exact ability and or opportunity as the URL in the business to negotiate with that leverage, bro? Do we not think that that's the case? If not, how is it fair that the business can take advantage of you, right, when they have the leverage, but you can't turn around and try and do what's best for you and or negotiate a better price for yourself? This has nothing to do with loyalty, bro. Business, Amin, has nothing to do with loyalty, bro. You can say no, you can say yes to a contract and still be cool with a Smack and a Beasley and still be loyal to them, but not necessarily agree or be okay with the fact that they're offering you some agreements and contracts that don't benefit you in your future. Those are two separate things, Ace. Business and loyalty, bro, cannot be mixed in together. Cannot, bro. Because when it comes to money, a lot of people's loyalty is out the window, including the business of URL, which is why it blows my mind how you say all this and from this perspective, because it tells me you don't understand your own brothers, bro, your own brethren, bro, the people that are right next to you that do the same exact thing you do, that rap battle, bro, battle rap, make art. And you don't want to understand that some of these guys, bro, do have the right, bro, and are important enough and valuable enough to actually negotiate and not necessarily have to be loyal to the URL and the business, even though the business of URL is not loyal to battle rappers, bro? How? How? Ace, again, I don't think Ace really fully understands because he has not been in the position yet of Michael Jordan, of Floyd Mayweather, bro, of an easy to block captain, the most recent example of somebody's value skyrocketing, bro, going from 0 to 100. You haven't experienced that, Ace. So you can't possibly understand what this is like. What it seems like is going on here, bro, and as you said it, you picked the side, bro, of the URL. So this seems more to me like you're saying all this simply to either be on Smack's good side, right? Maybe have Smack like you a little bit more, to maybe offer you a little bit more opportunities. Ace, newsflash, bro. You're not going to be any different. You're not going to be treated any differently or any better than any battle rapper who's come before you and has had way more value than you, bro. If you think that you doing this and making a third round defending URL and blah, blah, is going to help you get on Smack's good side, on URL's good side, newsflash, bro, that's not how this works. That is not how this works. This comes off as a very compromised type of interview. A very, you pick the side. This is URL. URL doesn't matter what wrong URL does. It doesn't matter how right a battle rapper is. None of that matters. It's URL to the death of me, bro. But Amin, if you ever get to experience, bro, going from 0 to 100, I'm talking about your value, bro. If you ever get to experience that and your value skyrockets, and you try to ask for more money or whatever the case is because you understand that you now bring in more money, bro. You bring in. You think that you're going to accept being trapped into a situation, bro, that keeps you at a certain base pay, that keeps you down here at the bottom of the pyramid, that keeps you, you think that you're going to be okay with accepting that type of situation if your value goes from 0 to 100? Ace, if you become as big as Murda Mook, you are not going to be okay with the business of URL trying to keep you at the same point you were at when you first started in battle rap, bro. You're not going to be okay with that. But it's going to take for you to experience this in order for you to actually internalize, bro, and understand and become empathetic towards those other battlers, bro, that do understand this. The Hollows, the Mooks, the K-Shines, the Surfs, the Verbs, now the Easies, the A-Wards, bro. The people that understand this stuff. These are people that have been here significantly longer than you, Ace, and have a much better understanding of the business and how it works, have had much closer relationships to Smack. And you see the types of things that these battlers are on, bro, and what they're saying and how they talk about the business, bro. And you think that you're going to be any different, bro? You think that you're going to be treated any better, bro, because you're sitting out here defending and saying you pick a side, you pick the side you are. No, bro, that's not how it's going to work, Ace. It doesn't matter how much you try and defend the bad business. It doesn't matter how much you try and defend contracts taking advantage of people and URL not wanting to be fair or negotiate with people, or even if you think that this is going to work for you, Ace, to get your foot in the door, you're mistaken, bro. The business doesn't change or budge for anybody. It doesn't matter how much ass you kiss, my boy. It does not matter, bro. Money is what matters. And at the end of the day, again, Ace, if you ever get to experience your value going from 0 to 100, that's when you'll understand. And you demand more money, or you demand to be treated more fairly, or you demand a more equal situation, and you don't get it simply because of greed, bro, and control. That's when you'll understand, bro. That's when you'll finally understand. As of right now, Ace, you haven't experienced that. So you can easily say, yes, I'm going to remain loyal to the URL, because you haven't reached the point yet where you've had this type of issue with the URL. You haven't. But I promise you, bro, that if you ever do, you're going to understand, bro. You're going to get it. So I was just thinking about that, bro, because I've been hearing a lot about this third round from Ace, and I seen this interview, and I'm like, wait a second, Ace, you're too smart for this, bro. You're too smart for this, bro. You're a smart guy. You're too smart to be sitting here saying these types of things, bro, without acknowledging the other side. Without at all acknowledging the other side, making it seem as if though URL is 100% right in everything they do, and any battle rapper that betrays them, according to you, is wrong for what they do. Not understanding, bro, the 0 to 100 concept that I just finished explaining to you. That's a very important concept to understand, because think about this, bro. The Easy situation. If Easy, when he started, was bringing in $500 to $1,000, right? But then 2 years later, when he becomes undefeated, becomes this, drops a top tier track and becomes known and is in Will Smith, and now he's bringing in 10 to 15,000. Where's that other $14,000 going, bro? Where's that extra 14,000 that you're now bringing in? Where's that going, bro? It's not going to you. You know where it's going? To the pockets, bro, of the URL, bro. So if that's the case, why would they be so unwilling to negotiate, bro? Why would they be so unwilling to break somebody off and offer a more fair situation? Because of greed, bro. Because of greed and control. And when you understand this, Amin, hopefully you get to that point, bro. And I'm going to need you to come back just like this and talk about that perspective and talk about that side. I need to know what y'all think of this, man. You already know what it is. It's your boy Dro coming at you live and direct from the battle.